So who will replace Dr. Clarke as finance minister? The speculation has begun.
It remains to be seen who will take up the mantle. I don't think Mr. Holness has much to choose from.
That's because Jamaica's finance minister has to be elected. The individual must come from the House of Representatives and not the Senate. Hence this suggestion from political commentator Lloyd B. Smith.
It would appear that most fingers are pointing in the direction of Favour Williams, who has had some experience in that ministry before, and who also did have, when she joined the JLP, she came with a history of having been involved in managing fiscal affairs and financial matters. So she would be no stranger, so to speak.
Financial analyst Dennis Chung agrees that Favour Williams, the current education minister, is a good candidate.
The education ministry is not an easy place to manage, right? And she has managed to hold that together. So I would think she is the most qualified. From a management perspective, she also has the skills. You know, so she understands finance very well.
Other options, the Prime Minister may choose to take on the finance portfolio similar to Edward Siaga, who held both posts in the 80s. An outsider, whether from the public or private sector, may also be considered, but they need to win a seat. The South Trelawney seat has been vacant since the resignation of the JLP's Marissa Dalrymple Philibert. You may recall that Dr. Clarke became MP for Northwest St. Andrew and ultimately Finance Minister following the March 2018 by-election. For the parliamentary opposition, Dr. Clarke's replacement will have to hit the ground running.
First and foremost, coming out of the budget debate in March, there was a $45 billion announcement of securitization of receivables, for which we have got no information on. We don't know which receivables, we don't know who is securitizing, we don't know anything. There needs to be information on that so that there can be confidence of where that money is coming from.
Other things on the agenda, the supplementary estimates to deal with expenditures associated with Hurricane Beryl, outstanding issues linked to public sector compensation, as well as cost of living pressures.
The BOJ projects that the economy is going to decline for the next quarter. And even before the decline, we have seen a lowering of the growth rate for the last 9 quarters. It's been slowing down. So you have a situation, we missed some revenue targets last fiscal year, which have to be made up this fiscal year. You have a decline in economy, and you also have slowing growth. So again, whoever comes in has those urgent issues.
You know, Nigel has a good team around him, and I don't see anyone coming in that's going to really impact from a policy point of view. Policies are already in place, so the real focus right now must be on getting someone who is going to instill the confidence in the various stakeholders, the people of Jamaica, the private sector, the international organizations.